Okay, lovely morning today. I believe it's August 19th, Wednesday. There will be no daily attendance for tomorrow, Thursday, or Friday. I only have daily attendance Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So when I input that, because that's how I keep tabs, right? Then when I input that, sorry, let me see. It's because this is a really bad lighting for me, but I have, if you'll notice, I have like a feeder up here, and my eyes are all over the place. I have a feeder up here, and there was a hummingbird this morning, so I want you all to see it, and maybe we're blessed and graced with their presence today. So even though it's a really bad lighting for me and I look horrendous and you can't really see because of all the light, I want you to see we might have it. So watch out for that right here. Anyway, so I have Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, okay, for attendance, and that's the way it's stated, and that's the way the classes are stated, but we're online, so basically we can adjust because you basically do your work when you're supposed to, right? So that creates, hold on, let me see. So that creates, Jesus. So that creates the ability for you all to, for me to be able to input the attendance, you know, on the days that I'm supposed to, like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But we are in a class, right? And I choose to do it Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So that way you can have research days or homework days or classwork days on Thursday and Friday, and you don't have to log on either, you know, on SU or, you know, on YouTube, right? To be able to do my class. So that's how, so when I get that attendance, I just use like Monday for Monday, and then Tuesday for Wednesday, and then Wednesday for Friday, or Wednesday for Wednesday, and then Tuesday for Friday. So don't worry about it in terms of attendance. That's how I do it, but I block it off so that way there's consistency. That way on Friday, if you want to sleep in late, you can sleep in late or whatever, and you don't have to worry about my class on Thursday and Friday. All you have to do is just really get in and work on your stuff. And usually I do my homework and my class assignments on Monday, due on Wednesday, so that way you don't have to worry Thursday and Friday about any of it. Okay, so so that's that. The other thing is that there was some students that were upsetting because I didn't have like the links wherever they would belong on week 1 or week 2 or week 3, and you know, there was some students that were upset. All right, so I put those links wherever I sort of want and wherever they sort of fit. Okay, so you need to go through them, all right? And that's just a guideline. That doesn't mean that that's the way the course is, or that doesn't mean that we're doing all of the course, right? It just depends on the teacher, right? The professor has the flexibility to pace the curriculum and pace the class however it is that they see fit. You know, for my business communication, we don't follow the book in sequential order because there's some chapters in there that I don't want to review because I don't think they're pertinent and I don't think they're important, okay? So, and there's other chapters that I feel that are important. So because of my experience, I can do that, all right? So, it doesn't seem like we're going to be visited by land. Let me see right there. I'm so sorry. I keep moving this. I really want you to see the colibri, the hummingbird. Maybe he'll grace us. Anyway. So, so you have to look for it. Usually, I think it's week 1. I have all the daily attendance, so that way you all know where daily attendance is, and we chunk it all, and it's all there. Instead of having daily attendance here, daily attendance there, daily attendance there. And then I try as best as I can to get the assignments within the week that we're in, right? But remember, like midterm, you guys are done with midterm. That's week 2. It's not week 3. But I put it in week 3 because that's where sort of midterm is. So just chill out, you know. Just, I mean, if it's there, look for it, and don't ding me because it's not on week 2, right? It's ridiculous. But anyway. So, so I'm really, really happy. English 145 finally got their book and they got their ebook. Cengage will not exist, thank God. So I sent a bubble and I sent a Teams meeting on that. So make sure on your assignment. So make sure that you do your assignment for all my assignments for all my class. Okay, somebody asked me, what's Cengage? If you don't have English 145, you don't have to worry about it, and English 145 doesn't have to worry about Cengage and either, okay? So you guys have your ebook. Click on Vital Source is what it is what the link is, and I think that you have to register for it. I did, so you just put in your email and then it registers in automatically. So for English 145, you have your ebook, and it's Vital Source that you click on, and that's where you can find it. For my classes, it's because I have a feeling that he's coming, because I have there's a little nest over here, and they're and so I get hummingbirds all day long, and they're kind of vicious. You know, they fight between each other and everything. So very interesting. But anyway, so where was I? So vital source. Okay, every single class that I have, whether it's a hard copy or an ebook, you can either, you know, take a picture and upload, and then if you have a hard copy, we'll write on your book, write in your book. I guess you can write on your book. You know, if you're a second language learner, you have a lot of issues with prepositions. You don't know if it's in, on, off, at, or whatever. So it's important to understand them. Okay, and even though I'm a second language learner, I'm very fluent in my English, and I still sometimes have problems with it. All right. So anyway, so you can write on it, and then you take a picture and you upload it. Now for the other ebooks, you can either copy and paste, right? Or you can screenshot, whether it be with your phone or your iPad, okay? First termers don't get an iPad, but once you get into your second term, you use your iPad. And it's important for you to understand and use the resources that are available to you. And at least in my class, it's about working smarter, not working harder, okay? So make it easy for yourself, but do send something presentable, because sometimes it's a hot mess, right? So you can, your iPad and your phone, when you take a picture, it gives you editing tools that are available, okay? So it can give you things for you to like highlight, for you to be able to like underline. This isn't gonna work, they're not gonna come, underline or whatever. So that way you just sort of like take a picture of that page, and then of course I do look horrendous so you guys can see like all my wrinkles and stuff like that or whatever, and the bad lighting. But anyway, so you can take a picture and then you can edit all of it, and it has like highlighter, it has like a highlighter, or it has a way to, you know, to write, it has like a pencil, it has different colors that you can sort of choose. And so you can do that, and you can do those screenshots, do the editing that you need, which means that you answer the question or whatever it is that you have to do, and then you can upload it into your SU, which is your SU links, okay? So you can upload one by one, but learn how to do it. There's students that can upload through SU as a whole file, and within the file there's like the 6 there's like, however many sheets that they put in, but it's as one file, okay? But within the file, it has like whatever, 6 screenshots or whatever. So learn how to do that. It'll facilitate it, okay? And if you don't know how to do that, then you can upload it however it is that you wish, and you can upload it individually. Now, try to upload it just for your all sake and skill, right? Because sometimes you upload and like I have hot messes. Like it's hard to read essays that way. Like the first page that I open is like the last page, and then I can't find the middle page, and then it's just a hot mess. So it's not in chronological order. So on my end, it's hard to sort of keep tabs. I don't care, but probably you should learn it just because it's a skill, and it probably matters to other teachers, okay? So so use your technology and work through it, at least in my class, because you're not going to get dinged for it, okay? The other thing about that is that nothing is going to happen. Nothing, like you start clicking and you go in and out and you exit and whatever, and nothing's going to happen. If it happens, then it gets reloaded, okay? But it's very hard for you to do anything that damages or doesn't do anything to the program or the systems or the emails or whatever, okay? So don't be scared of it, because if you're scared of it, it's going to limit yourself, and you're not going to be able to learn how to navigate through your phone and through your iPad and through everything. And everything, especially if you have Apple, everything gets integrated, and everything gets synced. I've noticed that in your screenshots, some of you all have had Apple, so everything sort of merges, which is great, okay? For those of you who don't, well, learn how to do your stuff, because everything is important. Sometimes, I'm here at home, right? And so sometimes on my desktop, for whatever reason, I can't print, and I'm hurrying, right? And so I could print off of my either, phones or iPads, okay? So make sure that you know your software, and that you know your like tablets. I don't know what they're called. Your tools that you'll be using. I don't know what they're called. Your devices, okay? That's what they're properly called. So make sure that you navigate through your devices appropriately and you learn, all right? What else? There was going to be something really, really important that I was going to mention. Today is midterm, so you have to turn in midterms, okay? I have extended all the deadlines on everything. Remember that I don't take late work, so that has been extended, so you have like today and tomorrow, and that's it. Okay, I'm not gonna take any late work. It's already open. Make sure that you get it in. Okay, I have Teams meetings today. I was hoping to have everybody a question and answer, so if you have no questions and you're doing great with my class, then that's fine. If you're having trouble and figuring out where YouTube is or how to upload or whatever, then or any other questions, you're more than welcome to join my class. My meeting. I tried to get all of our classes in one, but the program did not allow it. So I have to individually create different meetings for each one of my classes. So 145 has one, 133 has another meeting, and then of course business communication has another one. It is what it is, right? You're more than welcome to log on. Business communication will probably be neat to log on so we can sort of discuss maybe, your choices and stuff. I know that some of you have given me your choices, which is very exciting. I can't wait to see what it is. So we will be having meetings today. I wish that it would have just been one, but it is what it is. And maybe, who knows, right? Because sometimes the programs sort of appear and the option that I wanted to do was not available. And then all of a sudden it is available. Okay. And, we went through this very trying time with this term, right? Because I guess they're not going to come. I hope they grace us. It'll be so much fun. Like right now I was sort of preparing and I saw the hummingbird. So I sort of switched sides and we'll see if it comes out, because I know it's like really weird right here and whatever. So anyway, we've had very trying times because not with our programs, because Cengage wasn't up, and then there's some misunderstandings and this and that or whatever, right? So it is through, flexibility, and it is through figuring things out and becoming a problem solver and solving issues and asking and this and that. But it is also about having the flexibility and the patience to do so. I think I was pretty, forthcoming in keeping you updated on specific things. Chill out, wait, this and that. And some of you very graciously, waited, right? After you all seek some help or whatever, and others did not. Okay, so for those of you who did not, you guys need to chill out, and really it's not going to serve you well, because all you do is create. I've already mentioned it, right? So, so that just means that you guys aren't paying attention, okay? So, and in the end, it all gets fixed. So chill out, and there's no reason why you should get into conflict with whoever whoever you are in communication with, okay? So that's one thing. The other thing, I think there's going to be like a etiquette protocol in terms of students, because students can get very rude very quickly with your professors. Remember that whether we like it or not, they're in a position of power, and there's no reason to be rude. Okay, period. There's no reason to be rude, and there's no reason. I used to tell my teachers, we are not here to take verbal abuse or abuse of any type, or demeaning or whatever. We're not here. We don't get paid. It's just like any other job, like like retail workers or whatever. There's no reason why you should take abuse from anybody, okay? And that includes your personal, your private, or professional life. So just be patient, and it is through collaboration that we have to get through. And if you're not at that point, then you really need to work on it. You need to work on the patience, at least me, right? I'm not going to ding you if we don't have a book and I'm asking you to turn it in on Wednesday. Well, I know that I'm going to have to extend the deadline. I'm not stupid, right? So just chill out. And besides, there's things that are outside of our control, and I mentioned that, okay? So be cautious of that, because that will not serve you well if you're aggressive, if you are perceived aggressive, because maybe you're not aggressive, but the way you wrote it in the email came across aggressive, right? So in the end, even if you didn't intend for that, that's how it came out. And so you have to be very careful. And I discussed that a lot in my emails, and I discussed that as well when I wrote you that very long intro, right? And instructions in the page of the SU in your dashboard, as well as the little bubbles that you got, right? And then some students, I'm just gonna do it, right? And then some students were upset, oh, I've already seen all the videos and this and that. Well, no, you didn't, right? And, oh, why did you tell me I didn't? Well, you didn't pay attention, right? Because it's all explicitly there. So some of you went back and you're like, oh, I understand, right? Yeah, you understand right after you reread everything and you watched the videos, okay? So, and if there's other questions, isn't that fine? But there's no reason to be aggressive. Let's just chill, right? Let's just get along and just be respectful, whether you like me or not. period. I'm respectful of you. You all need to be respectful of me, and that's it. And I'm trying my best, right? And honestly, I could be a meanie and just say, whatever, the instructions are there, screw you, right? Because that's all that I need to do on my end, okay? But I'm not. Why? Because I want you to be successful, and because I'm a true teacher, and because I'm here to teach you how to learn, and I'm here to teach you how to navigate through this. So in addition to all that we have to learn within our class, I'm here to teach you about life, and that is my main focus. So don't be rude. Period. Don't be rude, please, all right? And we'll get it fixed. And don't threaten, right, to go whatever, this and that, because first and foremost, my bosses know, right? They're trying to fix it, and we're trying as best as we can to fix whatever it is. Is it our fault? No. Is it SU's fault? No. Is it my director's fault? No. Is it the program's fault? Yeah. But so what? It's the program's fault. We're trying to fix it. So even though the program did not get fixed, we fixed it because we went to ebook. What did it take? It took a whole week. It is what it is. Why? Because it took us like a whole week to figure out that Hawaiian was Carlos. Okay? So anyway, so that was really funny. And in the end, it's really funny. I thought about it. It's really funny. All right, so there's my spill on that. The other thing is that the German, when you guys do your like comments, is giving us like German lessons. I don't know if you noticed yesterday, but last night I was answering your comments, right? Which I really, really enjoy. And I look forward to that. Even though there are a gazillion, I really look forward to your comments, right? And then one of my students yesterday are like, Miss, I hope you have a better day because you look so frustrated. I was really frustrated because it's been a long, and you know, it's very frustrating when you tell people to just listen and do it, and then they don't do it, and then they sort of want to blame you. Just blame yourself because you couldn't figure it out, okay? So part of the reason of growing up, and part of the reason of becoming a true professional, and part of the reason of growth within yourself is to fully accept what it is that you're doing wrong, right? And if there's nothing that you're doing wrong, then just chill out. It'll all fix itself, okay? So just chill. Anyway, so much better, in a much better place today because we really fixed that. But also, so that was really interesting, and I look forward to your comments always. And that is part of the communication, and that's part of the interaction that we have. We have no other interaction right now because we cannot meet physically, right? So we try as best as we can. I love my YouTube. I do not make money off of YouTube. All right, I wish I did, but I don't. Okay, and it's a lot of work. So, you know, when people think that I'm benefiting because you guys are subscribing, it really is it's a big blow to me, right? Because I take my job very, very seriously, and I actually do this because I feel that this is, part of my mission in life is to be able to guide students. And as I said, if you got me, it's because you're ready to hear the message. And the message is that you have to be best, and you have to be the best that you can be yourself. Okay, and that's it, and it's all about growth, right? But with that, you know, we have to cover all our courses. So anyway, so German last night, I was there, and it was really late, right? And I was about to go to Mimi's after I walked, and so German, oh, there it is. Can you see it? Oh my God, they graced us. This is beautiful. Okay, so symbolism of hummingbird is tremendous, okay? It's very interesting what they do because they can fly straight up like this, okay? If you'll see them, do you see them? They're right there, all right? And they're kind of moody, and I don't know, when I was growing up, the Jetsons, and so they sound like the Jetsons, the Cars and the Jetsons. See, this is so much worth my bad, the bad lighting and all that. That was beautiful. They also do an infinity symbol, right, with their wings, which is beautiful. So infinity is you're limitless, you're infinite, right? And then it's like they're like this small, and they have so much energy and so much power. So that is a boost in energy of power for you all today. So also when we garden, and we have like a sprinkler that goes like this, it's very soothing. They will like follow the sprinkler and like standing up, like they like flying up, not standing up, flying up. They will drink water. Sorry if my eyes are all over the place. I can't figure out what the camera is. They will drink water as the sprinkler goes back and forth. It is beautiful to see. So very much graced by their presence. Hopefully before we leave, they will grace us again. And so this is part of what I do, right? The other YouTube channel where it is that I do make money, right, is about dream interpretation. And so I'm very about symbolism, which is really what English is about. It's about symbolism, and it's about our communication, business communication, because really what in the end, what I teach is communication, right? Whether it be writing, whether it be reading, whether it be, and it's all a combination. So my other YouTube channel, which I do make money off of, right, is about symbolism, and it is about the craft that I do, and like, you know, Tuesday said, you know, the gift of gab, which everybody that had me last term was really fun, right? Anyway, so I forgot what I was gonna say. Something really important, but this is what it is, right? So I can't remember. So make sure that that you upload that. We have no attendance tomorrow and day after. I think we're really settling in. I have extended. There's something really important that I was telling you guys, but we were, you know, interrupted by the bird, which is good, because then that means that what needed to be said needed to be said. So I think that concludes it. I'm really, really excited. Oh, German. Okay, I knew this is the way I work, right? So German. When I got back, right, he's giving us snippets and German lessons. Okay, so last night he wrote me back and he said, "Good evening, Mrs. Servin," right? And then I said, "German, is this what this means?" He's like, "Yes." And Google Translate is amazing, right? But you can't use it to completely translate everything, because it's not, you know, it doesn't necessarily translate like heavy duty, but it is an amazing tool. Let's see, I want to say that they're going to come before my meetings out, before my videos out. So remember that we have Teams meeting today if you're willing to join me. I will also, I hadn't thought about this, but if you want meditation and you want to do meditation within our meeting after our meeting is done, please join, and we'll do like a 2-minute or 3-minute meditation. I highly encourage you to learn that. So German sent me that, and so I Googled it, right? And then I said, is this what this means? And he said yes. Okay. So I was able to decipher that good is guten, I think, right? And so I sort of, because of my knowledge of words, which is exactly what these classes are about, I could sort of relate it to it. And I think German, has a lot of English. I don't know if it's derived or which one or whatever, but something like that. So that was pretty cool. And so that's exactly what it was. Now he told me that he'd probably do phrases on a daily basis. So you guys can, tag along and most definitely comment, right? Maybe we can comment back the way he teaches us. So that's really good. Also in English 133, within your SU dashboard, you have a word of the day. I hope you can see it. So I want you to check that out every single day, and I want you to tell us what the word of the day is in your comments. If someone can designate themselves to do that, and say, "I'll take care of it, miss. I'll do the word of the day for English 133," and then that way my other classes, English 145 and our BC classes, can see. And it's really, really interesting to do a word of the day. There's also dictionaries that give you a word of the day. I have a Spanish dictionary and an English dictionary within my app, and I'll talk about that in our classes, our class lectures. And so they also give you a word of the day, which is very, very interesting. For Spanish, it was azafat, which is a flight attendant, and it's such a beautiful word, azafat. Anyway, so you start learning vocabulary that way. So thank you so much, German, for that. And then if somebody could take the English 133 word of the day and tell us, and then comment in our daily attendance, that'd be great. The other thing is that I had a really good student, and so she used to do a quote of the day, because she used to do it for herself. And so every time we do, and we had physical class at that time, so every time we go to class, she's like, "Miss, the quote of the day is this." And she always had very inspirational quotes that she got from I don't know where, right? So she was in charge of the quote of the day. So if anybody wants to also do a quote of the day for the comments, that'd be great. We're here not to create conflict among ourselves, but to create solutions and to create a support system which will get us through this. And it is only through communication, politeness, kindness, compassion, and consideration, right, for everybody and anything, that we can get through that. And I understand, and sometimes, I just sort of suck it up, because I know that you guys are under tremendous stress. But I expect the same in return. Okay, so can't wait to see what German tells us, and then if anybody wants to do the word of the day, that'd be great. And then of course the quote of the day would be amazing. So those would be really interesting. And then just to finalize, I asked German, is this what this means? Because my translation German said, "Good evening, Mrs. Servin." And remember that I am Miss MS, okay? Because I am not married, which makes the difference, okay? So Mrs. is MRS, and I want to say that I think you said Frun, F-R-U-E-N, right? And so I would think that that's Mrs. I would think for a line, just because I don't know much about German, but I'm trying to think of the movies that I've seen. I would think that that's Miss. Okay, so just a really quick little lesson here, right? So usually Mrs. is you're married, MS, Miss, is that you're divorced, and MISS is Miss, that you've never been married. Now, in the Mexican culture, it's very important because you have a lot of señoritas, right? Señorita. And there's a song by, I think, Mendes, I don't know what his name is, you guys can mention, and then Camila, right? And it's called I Love When You Call Me Señorita, okay? And I love that song. It's beautiful because it's beautifully written and it's fully captured the culture and the symbolism of what señorita is, okay? So in our culture, in the Latin culture, at least in the Mexican culture, but it's overall in the Latin culture, you have señoritas that are like 80 years old, okay? And they will correct you when you call them señora, right? So if you call them señora so-and-so, and they will say, señorita, por favor. Please, it's Miss, M-I-S-S. And the reason that they say that is because if you are a señorita, that means that you have had no sexual intercourse ever in your entire life and you're a virgin. So when you tell an 80-year-old that she's a Mrs., she's correcting you because it has that connotation to it. So not only do you have to understand the vocabulary and the words and the way things are doing, but that's why being bilingual and being bicultural are two different skills that you can put on your resume. So people want you to be bicultural because you understand the culture and you understand what it is that is offensive or not. I had a client which I really liked, and he said, and one day he said, yes, mamacita, and I was very insulted because mamacita was like, like it was very insulting to me. Later I said I should have just loosened up, and nonetheless I'm a teacher, right? So I'm kind of prudish, and so I said, mamacita, what do you mean call me mamacita? I just should have let it out because he didn't have the knowledge of first of the vocabulary of the language in Spanish and also the culture. You don't call anybody just mamacita, right? I'm not off the street, for God's sake. Right? But I guess he talked to somebody and they said, call her mamacita. Well, hell no. There. Did you see the colibri that's called, what is it called? The hummingbird. I hope you saw it. So anyway, so going back to that. So German, will you please verify? So I am not Miss. I am MISS because I have children. I was married and I was divorced. And I am not Mrs. because I am not married. So I am not MRS. Right? So very big difference in the little, right, lesson there on how you spell and what it signifies culturally. And somebody's like cutting their weeds heavy duty, right? Can you hear him? So I apologize for that, but it was very well worth the bad lighting and for you to see all my negative stuff and all that, to be able to see the hummingbird. So much love and light. Keep positive. We're going through very trying times. I want to sort of really have my class to be stress-free, so anyway, so just that, okay? So let's just get along. Much love and light. Ciao.